Yes, thank you.
You got the headline?
Yeah, we're going to start with some breaking news.
Right.
I'm sure
breaking news, folks. Hang on. All right, Luke. I'm going to fade it out while you start talking. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Clavicular ran into ASU's top frat leader while jester maxing with gym cells and instantly clocked peak cope. The frat fraud leader went full UV dodge maxing and weight cope maxing, inflating fake stats to protect frame after being skull mogged while Clav deep locked in, nuked cortisol, stabilized aura, and dodged irreversible PSL bleed by a millimeter. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
No, that ain't mogging.
God. That ain't mogging.
Doesn't it
That
just
ain't the
hurt
way
to
you do
read?
it.
Hurts to hear it. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
You think you know a guy.
that's the kind of thing that, I had to sit my parents down and let them know.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that your parents, they don't think they're growing up,
Yeah.
Gen X, baby boomers, the
Yeah.
type of world they grew up in.
Yeah, no, it's
It
like...
doesn't exist.
I don't think my dad ever even had to think about his frame.
No.
No.
You know?
Let alone getting mogged.
Yeah. No.
I mean-
yeah.
Yeah, the different types of mogging.
Yeah.
That really was.
Everybody's coped before.
Yeah.
Nobody just
Yeah.
knew that they were cope max.
Wait until spurging hits
Yeah.
the mainstream.
Yeah.
And spurging out on a 10.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing. Sometimes they say, boomers fucked it up for us because they fucked the housing market and shit like that.
Mhm.
The reality is they forced us to have to consider whether or not we're being mogged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is they say there's a lot of comparisons, sort of similarities between the fall of the Roman Empire and the fall of the United States. Actually, during the last years of the Roman Empire before it collapsed, there were moggers going around, and it was kind of there was I believe it was a Rome State University frat leader was one of the
Oh really?
frame mogged Julius Caesar.
I heard.
So-
I don't know. I forget where I heard this, but from my understanding, right after NAFTA went into effect, from my understanding, that's where a guy, some random dude in the Midwest, it came to him in a dream that people were going to start mogging each other in the future, and it all goes back to. We should have kept our manufacturing on this shore.
Yeah, well, as soon
it's
as
when Freud predicted in a dream that World War I would happen.
Yeah, right.
as soon as we went off the gold standard and your money became fake, they just keep their finger on the money printer, and money it means nothing anymore. The only currency is mogging.
Yes, quite literally. Yeah.
And
your
frame,
face,
frame
face
maxing,
card, frame.
face card, bone
Yeah.
smashing.
Mhm.
This is currency. This is bullion.
Yeah.
This is this is the world we live in. So hit
Better do
shoulders,
something.
And there's
lateral raises.
I cannot imagine how nice it must have been to grow up in a world where there was no Chad ranking.
Oof, yeah. Back when it was more
It
egalitarian.
just wasn't called that is the thing.
Yeah.
It's always been there. There's always been a Chad ranking.
I'm gonna have to say no. I don't think there's ever been a Chad. I think there's one Chad ranking, but now they're doing pound for pound, like.
Well,
pound
there's
for
the
pound.
AP, there's the coaches poll.
Here's the thing.
Listen,
it used to be unspoken.
there was
now it's spoken.
There was
We have names for everything.
Schwarzenegger was number one, and we didn't have to worry about.
That makes me
Original
want to hit
mogging.
shoulders right now.
I know. Arnold was number one. It's funny I called him Schwarzenegger. That's so stupid. Arnold.
When
was
I think
number
of
one.
Arnold, I don't.
and
even
then he was
want
elected
To,
the governor of.
yeah, I don't even want to hit shoulders. I just want to do fucking traps when I think of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Well,
hit the
you know-
muscles that people don't think of.
Have you ever seen
Arnold has a shoulder workout named after him, right?
the Arnold press?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
tight
Just
as
making
fuck.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one where you go
It's like that.
You go.
Yeah. I don't quite get why it's better than a regular shoulder press, but
I don't know, but it's named after Arnold.
have you seen
so.
the video? Ever seen the video of Arnold where he's talking about outsmarting your chest? Where he's like,
I fuck
Is
with that.
that the confuse the muscles?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
where
Yeah.
he's like, your chest knows that you're gonna do 300 to start, so you got to do 180 and then go to 350. And all the comments are like,
I mean,
"Bro's
that's the
chest
world-
grew a mind of its own."
That's the world that he's in. Is he's given autonomy to his muscles. That's kind of sick. I
His
respect
chest
that
got
so much.
so big that it can think for itself, and he has to outsmart it.
Yeah, that'll keep a guy
Arnold,
on
you
his toes.
sick, you tricky bastard.
I can't.
Yeah.
You know, I
His
met.
chest
You know,
was just going. You.
The first time he got sore after working out working chest twice a week for 20 years. Mm-hmm. Every time he gets sore, his chest goes, why I oughta.
But honestly, though, how pissed do you think the Arnold and those other OG bodybuilders are that this frame mogging stuff is only getting around now?
Well, those OG bodybuilders are probably making more money than these guys made more money by a long shot.
Well,
so
maybe jealous is the wrong word. Jealous might be the wrong word,
Yeah.
but seeing that and being like, man, I would have frame mogged this fucker to death.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine jealousy being like a feeling that those guys can possess.
For sure.
Ooh.
Well, no, I mean, those guys are probably
they're driven
more
purely
insecure
by
than
it. They're
those
purely
guys have
driven
like
by
body
it.
dysmorphia.
I'd say
and
the
stuff.
opposite. Because you know how I know that Arnold was kind of driven by a little bit of jealousy.
I can't imagine a world where they have feelings other than
Well,
I feel great.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need to know that these guys have feelings. You don't want to know. But no, Arnold was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and he was talking about his brother. He was like explaining that his brother wasn't a bodybuilder, and he offhandedly mentions, he's like, yeah, I can't really do Arnold, but he's like, yeah, he had a better cut, he had a better frame than me for bodybuilding. He was like, he was like, he had straight hips, and I was like, oh. This guy really analyzes people's bodies constantly.
Yeah, that was evident.
Yeah.
You've seen Pumpin' Iron.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He really analyzes bodies.
And he's doing he moggs mentally as well.
Oh, yeah.
He just moggs in every way possible in that movie. It's like incredible to watch. The mogging is on a completely different.
The way
Arnold
he talks to Lou
Schwarzenegger.
Ferrigno's dad is hilarious.
Yeah.
Where he's like, tell him to take a break. Like he's like, yeah.
Yes, you call me. We here for 6 days. You invite me to breakfast on the day of the contest. I think they're like, oh no, Arnold, no. He goes, oh yes, no. I called my mother. I told her I already won. She said, congrats, Arnold.
You know, I met Arnold.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah,
I worked with Ferrigno.
yeah. Oh yeah. What'd you work? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. That's more of an actual story.
Oh yeah.
My Arnold story is more of an anti-story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what were you worked with Ferrigno?
Yeah, I basically got paid to be mogged. That was the whole thing.
So what happened?
I was in a horror movie.
You were contracted
where
to be an extra.
I was a body double.
Okay.
So they just needed the back of my head, and then the scene was that Ferrigno, he's playing like a scary monster,
Right.
and his thing that he's supposed to do when he sees me is that he grabs me by the neck, and then he takes like a knife. It was a real knife, but they dulled it so that way, and they were like, just go slow. And then we'll speed it up in post, man. And he's like, whoa. He's like retarded,
Yeah,
basically.
he's deaf.
And then when he came in to do the scene, yeah.
In that regard, he's just disabled. Yeah.
But then when he came in to do the scene, instead of going for the neck, he palmed my head.
Right.
He like almost broke my nose, lifted my head up, and then slashed as fast as he could,
Jesus.
and then threw me to a pad.
Maybe he is
and then
retarded
he did it.
Then.
Yeah, he did it like 4 times, and then they were like, "Hey Lou, just go ahead and grab the neck and do it slow." He's like, "Oh." And they were like, "All right," and then he just kept doing it anyways, and I was like, "Cool."
I met Arnold at the Museum of Tolerance when I was in 8th grade. We took a
Wait,
trip.
hold on. I did technically mog Ferrigno for a second when he showed up on the set.
What happened?
Because I just acted like I knew him.
Oh.
And I put him in a weird position because he gets out of his van and I go, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he went, "Oh." Then he walked up to me and I was like, "Oh, you're like 6'5". He reverse mogged me immediately.
He counter mogged.
He
did height mog me. Yeah.
It was a counter mog. That's what that was. Yeah.
I social mogged him, but then he
Yeah.
height mogged me immediately.
Right. I met Arnold. My 8th grade class went to the Museum of Tolerance, and we got to see, like, we were like this, not the special guest, but we got to be audience to him signing some bill when he was the governor of California, and it was like a bill about human trafficking, and he signs the bill. There were a couple speeches, and then he like just kind of stepped off stage, and my whole class approached him, and everybody was like, "Hi, hi, hi," and he kind of was like not. I remember that he was interacting with some kids and stuff, but he wasn't really acknowledging anybody too directly.
Yeah.
And then I just looked at him and I went, "Hi," and then he went, "Hi." And that's it. That's it.
Hi, Patrick.
Yeah. Hi.
That's a pretty good impersonation of him.
I can get Arnold when I'm in the zone. Like, I really have to lock in. But,
Yeah.
I can't do it, like, off the cuff.
It'd be funny if at the Museum of Tolerance they like knew when the Orange County schools were coming in because they were like, we gotta be ready.
Yeah. We got to put on a really good show because these are the guys who are going to flip.
We gotta be really convincing.
So we got to be really convincing. I was also at the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. later in 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
Talk about, celebrity sightings. While I was in the Holocaust Museum in D.C., Chuck Liddell was walking around. Who's, by the way, from my understanding, from Huntington Beach. So
I saw Chuck
or lives in
Liddell.
Huntington
I saw
Beach.
Chuck Liddell at a track meet in high school one
Nice.
time. Yeah.
And you saw him on the other side of the country.
I saw him in Washington, D.C.
I saw Chuck Liddell at Moore Park High School at a track meet.
Nice. You know what's funny
yeah,
about
Moore
like
Park.
just running into someone from your hometown? My buddy said that he went on a trip to Japan, and he said the very first bar he went to, he ran into a guy he knew from high school.
Mark said that too. He
That's
went on a trip
classic.
to Spain and he saw a guy and his girlfriend that he knew from college in Indiana.
Yeah. One of my buddies was in he was in Barcelona, and two guys speaking Spanish were drunk outside a bar, and they started talking, and it turns out they were from Santa Ana.
Nice. I remember that story.
It's insane.
Santana.
It's not exactly the same thing, but when I was in Paris about 2.5 years ago, and I was at an Irish bar, and this old black dude walks in, and he starts talking, and he literally had like one of them old black man voices, and so we're talking.
He had narrator voice.
Yeah. He started
was Morgan
talking.
Freeman, man.
And so I'm just expecting, I'm like, oh, cool, an American. Let's talk some shit,
Yeah.
And then he's one of these guys. He's the kind of guy who steers the conversation towards politics, and he goes, I'm just glad I'm not living in a country that very nearly elected Hillary Clinton. and then he was talking about the Democrats.
That's tight.
So and he was telling me about how he swoons French women and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is sick. Yeah.
Nice.
And then
cool.
he went on and on about the Democrats. So he was a international black Republican.
That's awesome.
Great
That's
guy. I
tight
forget
as
his
fuck.
name. I call him Lester in my head. even
They
though
got to
I
make a
don't know if that was
TV
his
show
name.
about guys like that.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of expats are more radically, not conservative, but they have like niche conservative views and stuff like that. Yeah. Hillary Clinton. I literally was like, this guy's saying Hillary Clinton.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was great. And then he started picking on it was actually really funny. He started picking on the bartender who was a girl from Luxembourg.
Mm-hmm.
And they started going at it because the girl from Luxembourg, which by the way is like the richest / happiest,
Yeah.
she was like, I don't believe in borders. And then they were like, well, he was like, well, the entire concept of a country is stuff like that. And I was gonna back him up, but I was like, I don't need to get into an argument, a political argument in the Galway Irish pub right off the Seine and Boulevard Saint Michel or whatever.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's great.
it was great.
A nice little ideological car crash.
That was
Yeah.
great. Yeah, ideological car crash. Yeah, yeah.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Also, he didn't want to live in a country where
nobody
they almost
knows.
elected her. Like he didn't even like that it came close.
Yeah. He's like, I'm out of here.
Now I'm thinking of Cat Williams when he was on Club Shay Shay, but he's talking about clavicular, and he goes, nobody knows why moggers mog.
When I was 9 years old, I would mog 3,000 people a year. I frame those old black famous guys love telling stories that are easily falsifiable. They're like, they'll be like, when I was 9 years old, I was listening to Tupac, and it was like 1981.
Yeah. Well, Kamala did that.
Yeah,
she was,
yeah.
Well,
they're like,
and it's like you were 36.
They're coded to create hearsay.
Yeah.
You hear enough hearsay, but then at some point when you get old enough, now you got to create some.
I was the ASU frat leader back in 1989.
And I had a shoulder routine that would put Joe Montana to shame.
My frame was...
We got to get a bench press for the living room.
We do. We should pay a guy to just do a chest workout in the middle of the during the podcast on screen.
We can just get a bench.
He's got to do reps every.
We could just have a gym cam. It doesn't even have to be here.
Yeah.
What if we just paid a guy? We basically like a body cam, threw it on him, just like a gym cam, and then had him hit like a full shoulder, like a full push pull routine, and then that would be the video for the podcast.
Arm day cam.
Yeah. And then it's just us talking over that video.
Cat Williams describes the clavicular ASU frat leader. Clavicular was mid-gestagoon when a group of voids spiked his cortisol. Is it better to Gestamax or SMV chat fishing in the club?
I went into that room and I said, there's nothing funny about a man getting mogged. There are 1,000 things that are funnier than a man getting mogged.
I heard I was not on the chat leaderboards.
As a bone frame cell, I understand intuitively that there's nothing funny about a man getting mogged.
These young boys don't know the history of looks maxing. Tell me, young man, do you know who Elliot Rodger was? I don't know. My Cat Williams voice is getting a little crazy.
Yeah, no,
It's going into Reverend territory, but that's all right. The message is there.
Well, then there's the like when one of the black impressions that I find myself it's like every black impression I'll do goes back to this is the church reverend in True Detective who talks about how the cat was
the guy with the mutton chops.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember that.
Oh, maybe a different guy. Okay.
But he's like,
keep going though.
You know, some man come around here about. It's basically like it's Louisiana, so it doesn't even necessarily sound black, but it always goes back to like that slightly Cajun. Some man come around here asking how a man could go about becoming the object. Mm-hmm. You know, something like that.
Should do a shrimp boil.
Shrimp boil?
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
That's what that made me think of.
Should we just make this a black episode? Should we just? You ever done a shrimp episode?
It's just been black episodes one after another since we started this thing. I'd like to think we're honorary black guys at this point.
It seems like black.
Well, I saw you get called by a black guy an N-word's N-word. So, yeah.
Wait,
So
where was that?
this was outside of a bar in Orange. It was outside of O'Hara's.
Yeah,
we ran into a guy we both kind of know.
What did he say? I was hammered.
I remember what he said. I just can't say it on.
Yeah, it was because we walked up to him and he was like, "You been doing stand up, man?" It was like a black dude that I used to work with, and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh man, on my what was it? His what's it called? The fantasy league that he did with his boys." Mm-hmm. He said that like the whoever lost had to do like 5 minutes of stand up. That was like the punishment.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh man, he was a white dude too." And like, we just made him get up there and say a bunch of crazy shit. And I was like, "Did you make him say the N-word?" Then Patrick got kind of like,
I was like, "Come on, man, like don't."
And then the guy saw how tense Patrick goes. He goes, "Nah, you got to understand, Luke's a real." I was like, "Thanks, man." Came to defend me, and I was like, "Nice."
He's your favorite Ed's favorite Ed.
Yeah, that was my boy Lance. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
I liked him.
Shout out Lance.
I think he's liked some sketches.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
Yeah,
nice.
because me and him still follow each other.
Shout out to Louis J. Gomez who just.
Oh yeah, we got
Louis J.
we got called over to the couch.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Yeah. I don't think black dudes have really been getting into the mogging.
No, I think that's like not even. That's like so beneath them. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's yet to be seen.
Yeah,
They might weigh in.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's black dudes mogging each other,
Oh,
but it's
I mean,
it's
that's
not
their
a
whole-
spoken thing yet.
That's their whole thing, pretty much.
I'm fresher than you.
It's a it's
Back
a
in the day, it
mogger,
was-
a mogger be mogged world out there.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, mogging in like the early 2000s was my white T-shirt is baggier than yours, and that was like
My zoo
I mean,
York
it's classic,
hat is
just-
flatter than yours.
Yeah.
it's basically just who's taking up the most space.
Yeah.
My white T-shirt takes up more space than yours does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a joke, man.
Or
With your-
like my scooter has that little like wheelie bar. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's a way you could mog.
My Carmelo Anthony jersey is longer than yours.
It's shinier than yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, black guys. I mean, they just don't put a word to it. They just mog
Yeah.
when they mog.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
to say that all black guys mog. Definitely see some black guys who don't mog.
I see some that don't be mogged.
I think
for sure.
being black is it's a niche mog. You know.
Yeah. I think they keep the mogging in the community.
Yeah.
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 You think there's a lot of black on black mogging?
What about black on
But,
black? Yeah. That's what the last thing Charlie Kirk said is he goes, accounting for or not accounting for gang mogs.
What about per capita mogging? Hey, look, I'll concede white people do more school moggings.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
black people do more
But-
gang-related moggings.
Yeah. And honestly, if you're talking about mass moggings, you have to account for gang inner city gang mogging versus yeah, and they killed him for it.
Look, white people tend to do more antisocial mogging. Black
Yeah.
people tend to do more more social
Yeah.
types of mogging.
In fact, mogging seems to be mogging seems to be part of the culture. Like,
You have all these rappers talking about mogging.
I mean, why 13% of the population accounts for 52% of the mog?
I mean, look at Chicago. Every holiday weekend, at least 50 people get mogged,
This weekend, 100 people were mogged in South Side of Chicago.
and you don't hear a peep from the Democrats.
The Democrats will not talk. The Democrats will not talk about this.
The Democrats keeping their mouths shut about boys like my nephew getting mogged on Labor Day weekend.
Man, a Labor Day weekend mog. That's tough. All stoked that you got the day off.
If
Just to
you,
get
well,
mogged.
it's President's Day weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
there might be some moggings in Chicago that they don't even get
It's
reported.
cold out though. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. They lowered the threshold for what counts as a mogging, so the moggings don't even get counted.
Yeah.
And so they can tout their
Yeah,
anti-mogging
yeah.
statistics.
Yeah.
This is all about 2026, the elections, the midterms. The no moggings is going to be a big topic during the midterms.
Oh yeah. You know, it's kind of crazy. Moggings are at a historic low almost across the board, but it's not fun to talk about. But they're still disproportionately common in different communities, which is what makes it. It's it's not fun to talk about. Yeah,
these are the tough conversations.
Yeah,
but you gotta have them.
You know who, like, personally, I just think that if a guy like Rudy Giuliani was in charge of Los Angeles right now, while moggings are at a historic low regardless, they'd be almost non-existent.
Yeah,
I mean, it would be like a second baby boom.
Well, you have to take into consideration the historical aspects of this, right? Obviously, the Central Park moggers, one of the most famous cases.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Who, by the way, there's a lot of evidence they were making it a point to mog.
Yeah,
don't
look into that one. Don't go on Wikipedia for that one.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they just had a great frame to begin with, but there's a lot of evidence that they were hitting shoulders for months before.
Yeah, a lot of people want to. They want to They don't want to acknowledge that genetics might play a role in the amount of moggings that happen in different communities.
It's not all work ethic, pal.
Some people are just born with a better frame. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And obviously, like, I mean, it's always going to be a topic in the news. The recent ice moggings in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Oh
obviously.
my God. Yeah. two in 1 month.
Yeah.
ICE has mogged 2 Minnesota. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
ICE really. Look, you got to hand it to them. They're mogging.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, literally. Yeah.
That is next level mogging, to hire some Mexican guys.
Yeah. Hire some
just
Mexican guys to get
people.
Somalian immigrants out of your city.
Yeah. I personally think that if we focus more funding on public gyms, it doesn't matter like whether people have a certain predisposition towards mogging or being mogged. Eventually, it would level the playing field.
I mean, I think if more kids spent times at the local Boys and Girls Club, the moggings would decrease. You know, yeah. Get them involved in the arts, STEM.
Right.
Maybe a local basketball team.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a beer.
Yeah, get a beer. All right, what else is on the docket?
I quit nicotine.
Yeah.
But the problem is that sometimes I just completely... It's like for certain time periods, my brain just shuts off.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I'll just have like 10 minutes.
That makes sense is what I mean.
Yeah, I'll have like 10 minutes where I'll be like, I can't process anything.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back.
Are you talking about going cold turkey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where I'll just have like 10 minutes, like the last 10 minutes, I'll be honest. I was just like,
okay,
I can't keep up. My brain just shut off. But then I'll go into like moments of clarity.
When did you start using nicotine?
I was 13.
Okay, don't give a fuck. I'm kidding.
Do you remember your first cigarette?
Yeah, it was great.
Where was it? Where'd you get it? Ice Cream Man, that kind of thing?
No, my buddy stole it from his mom.
What do you mean, Ice Cream Man?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
When I was a kid, there was an Ice Cream Man in my neighborhood. We're from God damn it. Luke and I are from the same town. So I would just assume there was an ice cream man that sold cigarettes. I remember that. So I would just
That's
assume.
a cool guy.
Yeah.
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 Being an ice cream man in general, if you're not a undocumented immigrant, is a weird job.
It's an odd job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool. If you were just born in this.
You should not be a white guy and an ice cream man. That's a big problem.
See, you got to feel pretty weird selling an ice cream truck to a white guy who's just born in the United States.
I'm gonna have to take the unfortunate. Like I'm gonna have to take the opposite position.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that the death of guys who could do a job, the loss of guys who could do a job like that without being a creep is a major blight on society.
Okay.
You know.
I get what that's kind of different than what I was saying. I'm kind of, honestly, what I was saying is kind of supporting your statement that it's not really, you don't see that, right? Yeah, like the old guy, it's probably an older guy who's like a neighborhood, this is back when people were more community oriented, right?
Yeah.
You probably knew the guy who was the ice
right.
cream man, you know? Yeah.
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 I forget.
Okay, but we were talking about your
yeah,
first cigarette.
Yeah, sorry.
So
yeah, my buddy-
your friend stole a cigarette from his mom.
Yeah, he stole some cigs from his mom, and then we just smoked those.
So you
It's pretty
started with cigarettes then? It wasn't like vapes
Yeah.
or something?
good. I mean, it was both around. I think technically I vaped first, but the first cigarette I had, they were actually probably like a month apart.
Not to get all Mr. Continuity, but if you said your first cigarette was at 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of vape were you hitting in 2011? Like a box
Those
mod?
when they first came out with them.
Box
and it was
mod?
just like not box mods.
Oh.
It was like the
e-cigs?
little
Oh,
the
like a blue.
e-cigs. Yeah,
We're taking our freedom
Yeah.
back.
I didn't
right,
even.
right. My
I
bad.
never lost
Yeah.
my freedom. I just took it immediately.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, the guy who says, really quick, the guy who says, we're taking our freedom back, you know that's the co-star of True Detective Season 3, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. His name is Steven Dorff. Yeah. We're taking our freedom back.
I
Blue.
always wondered where I
Yes,
knew him
yeah,
from.
It's
When I was watching
that's
season
True
3.
Detective. Who, by the way, staying technically on topic, he's the one who. He goes. Marshall Ali and him are arguing, and he goes, I'm not gonna say it, but I want you to know I'm thinking it. So he's got two iconic. We're taking our freedom back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you smoked it. Did you get a buzz immediately?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I want to do this all the time.
Did you cough at all? Like, did it hurt
Yeah,
for
of
it to go
course.
down? But you did get a buzz.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to do this for at least 15 more years.
What brand was it?
I think it was Marlboro Reds. Was the
Okay.
first
Oh,
one I
harsh.
smoked.
That's
Yeah.
harsh.
I didn't
That's
like
tough.
them. And then my older brother left his Camel Blues out, and I was like, these are great. I'm going to keep doing these ones.
Okay. So you had the one Marlboro Red, and then from then on, you were smoking Camel Blues.
Yeah.
Okay. How many packs of cigarettes do you think you've bought in total?
I don't know.
At any point were you like a weekly smoker? Because I've always known you to be a vape guy.
He over here like, if Luke bought 7 packs of cigarettes a month.
What I mean is, like, were you a weekly cig, like a cig smoker constantly? Because I've always known you to just be a vape guy.
Yeah, I think I've only known you as a vape guy.
Yeah, I smoked before I knew
faggot.
you guys. I smoked cigs like every day.
Okay.
And then I probably started vaping.
Pack a day?
No, not a packet. I probably go through like.
And then
half
you
a
met
pack a
us, and
day.
you were like, I can't keep doing this in front of these guys.
Yeah.
No, I was in a pack a day. I actually started using nicotine more when I started vaping.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's so much easier to do it
Right.
everywhere.
You can do it
Whereas
anywhere.
with cigs, it's like I always felt
You can do it in
ashamed.
the bathroom. You can do it in class if you're.
Yeah. Whereas cigs, you're like, I don't want certain people to see me doing this.
Totally.
But with vapes, it's like I can just do this discreetly.
Yeah. Did you hop on the Juuls?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those were great.
Jules, how I started.
Yeah. Well, I never really started, but I remember I had a friend who had like a mod, and that was fun. I love that. And then people got on the Juuls. I liked the Juuls, but honestly, like, I actually take that back. I didn't like the Juuls. I liked the head rush that you got, but like the like feeling that it gave me,
Yeah.
it felt like I was gonna like faint or like
Yeah.
I wanted to throw up. Especially I hated the minty taste of the
That's the
Juul.
good part.
Horrific. I
Throwing
hated
up
it.
the faint.
No.
Yeah.
Because I like a cig.
You know, technically, I would say that even in the nicotine world, cig smokers still mog everyone else.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
Big
when you
time.
run into
Smoking
a guy
cigs
who
is-
like never
Big time.
deviated from cigs, like never even tried a vape or
Yeah.
any pouches or anything,
Yeah.
it's just like I just smoke cigs.
Yeah, he's long
When you're
mogging.
vape, yeah.
Lung moggers.
Yeah, yeah,
When you vape in front of that guy, you know that you're kind of like submitting to him a
Yeah.
little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cigs are grungy and kind of trashy, but they also like they have the highest.
Yeah.
They've got the lowest floor and the highest ceiling for being cool.
I
The
mean,
only way to mog those guys is to quit cold turkey. In my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only way to get back at them. and
Tough
be like,
cigs are never gonna. They're always gonna be cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just looks too cool.
I remember my first cig. I coughed and I had to like toss it away.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but you know, I got it in my blood. I got chain smoking in my blood.
Uh-huh.
So after about, let's say, a year of occasionally trying a cig just for the sake of seeing how it goes and then coughing,
Yeah.
you know, I was on a camping trip and I think I had like 6 Coors Lights.
Mm-hmm.
So I was calibrated.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a puff. Yeah. I took a puff.
Like you're a sniper.
Yes, literally. Yeah, yes. I took a puff of this one cigarette, and it literally was like, it was the nicotine equivalent of when if you were to take a hit of weed, I don't know weed terminology, so you always sound like some kind of virgin or a Christian kid cursing. When you first smoke weed, and then you hear White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane, one pill makes sure. I had that except for nicotine, where I was like, oh shit, that's some good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. When you feel it in your toes.
Yes, yeah. And then the Juul was the one where it was like, I felt it in every.
But see, here's the difference with me. I actually don't really have smoking in my bones.
That's good.
Like even my grandparents, I don't think any of my grandparents smoked.
I think 3 out of 4 of my grandparents smoked.
Apparently, my mom's
Same, I think.
My mom's dad would here and there smoke a cigar.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
But for whatever reason, none of them smoked. Yeah.
Both of my grandpas, from my understanding, picked up smoking in the military. One smoked away the memory of fascism, and one smoked away the memory of communism.
Nice.
Yeah.
Apparently, well, I think my dad's mom used to smoke, but he said like every once in a while he'd find like a cigarette in the toilet that like she would try and like smoke out of like blow it out the window kind of a thing. But yeah, I mean, not to his knowledge that she wasn't. She probably did at some point, but yeah.
A cig after a tough day does. It's pretty nice.
See, I don't like a sober cig though. It feels dirty to me.
Yeah, they're dirty.
Yeah.
It's very dirty.
Drunk cig?
Yeah.
Literally when they're the best.
It's better than being drunk?
Yes.
Really? Why is that?
It's just,
see, that you know what? That's
nice.
just the kind of thing we'll never understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why I quit. Because if you enjoy them sober, it's like you got a problem.
Yeah.
Also, it's the first thing I do every day. It's just whatever if it's cigs, if I have Zen, or if I have.
Is it by the bed? I mean, when you
it's
vape,
in the
bed.
Vape,
I mean, it's in the bed.
It's in the
Damn.
bed. I would wake up every day.
Scroll.
Yeah. I remember a lady got mad at me. A lady got mad. I've had multiple women get mad at me for this, actually, where I keep the vape in the bed. And then they were trying to fall asleep, and they were like...
You keep sticking it in their pussy.
No, but it's just in the bed, and I'm like reaching for it, and I've had multiple women go, "What's with the fucking vape?" And I'm just like, I know. It's very embarrassing.
Chicks do love the vape, though.
Sorry, I'm setting up.
Yeah, of course.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Chicks love the nicotine.
Yeah, they do. They kind of just like stimulus, and
yeah. They hate your cock.
Yeah, they hate my cock. They like light sounds and feeling. They like shit.
Sorry, that was probably a gross sound into the microphone, me swallowing.
Oh my god, I hate your cock. Can I hit your vape?
I hate your cock.
What was the sketch idea we had for the guy with the worst penis?
Yeah, I mean, the gist of it was just like,
oh my god, you have the worst cock.
I remember
an amalgam of moments of people saying like that guy has a terrible penis.
I remember one time,
and then it turned out that was a throwaway joke. Yeah, in an episode. Is that me?
No, there's nothing in it.
Gosh. Oh yeah, that's you know I've been really struggling with this lately. I had a suppressed memory come up the other day. One time when I was like 22, I was hanging out with this girl, and she, I think this was the first time I ever knew I gave a girl the ick, right?
Yeah.
I was hanging out with this girl, and she
it's been uphill ever since.
Yeah, it's been uphill ever since. She wasn't playing coy at all. She just put her hand right on my crotch while we were watching a movie, and I literally, the moment her hand hit my crotch, I went, gosh. And she literally went like,
wash your hands.
yeah. Okay, no, but what were we talking about?
Oh, I was gonna say there was a time when we were at a bar and we were talking to some girls, and Luke, you were joking about. I can't remember. We were just talking to like the scenario of talking to a girl at a bar and going, "By the way, I hate your tits."
I said that.
Yeah. Also, I hate your tits.
Oh my god, I hate your tits.
I hate your tits. Such a mean thing to say.
Well, I really like the idea of a guy having the worst cock.
Yeah.
Because it really doesn't tell you anything
Yeah.
about like the size of it.
Yeah.
It's judging it
Yeah,
purely
it's
based on
horrific.
there's just something bad about
So
it.
sorry, I think I sent it. I either texted you guys about that at like a month after that was floated. That's a throwaway joke when Louis in the show Louis when Ricky Gervais is his
Yeah,
doctor.
yeah.
He's always really insulting.
Of course, yeah.
There's a scene where he gets naked and Ricky Gervais just goes, "Oh, Louis, you have the worst penis I've ever seen.
That's funny.
Just the worst." And then he walks away.
Nurse, come in here.
Yeah. By the way, Louis, fucking incredible.
It's like the best show ever.
We've talked about it before off.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
He mastered the whole thing where it's like there might be like 3 jokes in a 10-minute segment.
Yeah.
But it's the way everything is set up. It's incredible.
Yeah.
There's an episode where he sees in relation to what I talked about last podcast, he sees a homeless guy. A homeless guy tries to like attack him, and he steps out of the way, and the homeless guy runs into traffic and gets his head cut off by a garbage truck.
And his head just rolls down the
Yeah,
street.
it just rolls down the street, and then he has this like magical date with a woman. It's and then it wraps around to that. Incredible.
Yeah, I like the episode where Chris Rock has to pick him up.
Yeah. Because
his wife is literally like the Frozone wife in The Incredibles, where she's like only off screen yelling at him, and she hates Louis.
That's pretty
good. Todd Barry in that show. Did you guys see?
Todd
Were you
Barry's
there
the
when
man.
Todd Barry was at the Comedy Store? Because I saw him do like just a regular spot.
No, never saw.
Fantastic. I love Todd Barry.
Yeah.
Todd Barry's the man.
That guy, he honestly mogs.
He mogs.
He mogged so hard because he was like very soft spoken.
He jester mogs?
He jester mogs. He jester goons.
Jester man.
He regular mogs. Because he like controlled a room by just being like he did not like change his like tone of like he stayed soft spoken the whole time, and like he had a few jokes. He was clearly working on stuff, and he had jokes that didn't work. He would like play it off in a super funny way. And he mentioned, I think on stage, that he's been doing comedy for 37 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
He wrote into a late night show when he was like 18 years old.
Yeah,
And they
Letterman.
read
It was Letterman. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He wrote Letterman reads a letter. I think that it was, and it like killed.
Yeah.
And then they did like they read another letter from him on another episode, but it like, yeah, it was like Todd Barry when he was like 14 or something, wrote in a letter, and Letterman wrote it and was like, from Todd Barry from like 1984.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Letterman was a cool show. I wish they had something like that these days.
Yeah.
It's all
Fallon.
I honestly, the more time goes by, I kind of respect Fallon for just keeping it retarded.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a completely unnecessary show that shouldn't exist, but the more that guy keeps trudging along and doesn't really get political, I kind of respect it.
Have you seen when
Is he still drunk?
Oh, have you heard?
He wouldn't be Fallon if he wasn't.
There's an old episode of when Trevor Moore and Zach Kreger
Great
when they
story.
had
Great story. Yeah.
when they had their podcast. R.I.P. Trevor Moore. But there's a good story that Zach Kreger, from director of Barbarian and Weapons, got into like a drunk fight with Jimmy Fallon. Like they went on the town and they both got shit faced, and they like literally got into a fist fight.
Yeah. Jimmy Fallon like he had like he was basically just Irish as hell. The whole he was drunk. They were having a good time, and then suddenly he was like ready to fight. Yeah.
Nice. Now, is Fallon actually like a drunk, or is he just living in New
From
York?
my understanding, he's a drunk.
Because I know it's easy to be like a drunk in New York City, just because it's such a bar town.
I would. We talked about this before, but so much of I've accepted that I think I'm an alcoholic in the most basic sense. I'm not an egregious. Could tell great stories at AA alcoholic. If there was fucking solid,
you'd be the most boring guy at AA. I tell you that.
Yeah. Then I don't know what happened, man. I just ended up watching all of Louis season 1.
Yeah, right.
Again.
Exactly.
That could be a funny sketch.
If there was
a boring alcoholic.
Yeah, it's true. I'm a very boring alcoholic. No, if there was a really good public transportation in LA, I mean, my fucking alcoholism would probably be off the. It would be the same thing. I'd just be, I was really quiet on the subway today. I was very quiet. I don't really remember the ride, but nothing happened. Yeah, that would be it. But fuck, public transportation has got to be enabling alcoholism.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Absolutely.
By like a fucking
yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's a post-prohibition thing. That's why public transport sucks pretty much everywhere but Chicago and New York. They just don't want you drinking too much.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I think there's other places with good transport.
I'd believe it, but where?
That's a good point.
In the U.S.
I mean, I would guess. Well, no, there's like East Coast cities. Like I bet Boston and like D.C., Philly have like some sort of public transport that works decently.
I know that Atlanta has a kind of famous.
Okay.
They call it MARTA, I think.
Okay.
MARTA.
Bay Area, honestly.
Yeah. Bart's great.
Bart's good.
Bart's great.
Bart's probably the
good.
best one.
Yeah. Bart
as
might
far
be
as
the
like
best.
a pleasant experience.
Yeah. I would imagine that Bart has gotten really bad though.
I mean, I've taken it in the last couple of years a few times.
Actually, I was going to say I take that back. Regardless of whether or not there might be like grungy homeless people on it, it's from my understanding a pretty good system. Regardless.
Yeah. Well, also because Bart goes to like the suburbs and stuff
Right,
too.
yes.
Yeah. It's like not just in the city. All right, this is kind of a boring conversation.
Who cares? Maybe something funny could come out of it. I guess it didn't. It's fine.
But yeah, public transport maxing.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've been saying LA is going to get better public transport because the Olympics are coming in 28.
That'd be cool.
I've been hearing that.
I'd be down.
Highly doubt it.
Yeah,
I'll believe it when I see it, pal. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the light rail from whatever it is, from
Musk?
Riverside to Fresno or whatever that one is. The bullet train.
Fuck.
Republican parents love talking shit on the bullet train.
Yeah. And it's funny.
That's such a brutal trip too. Honey, we could go from Riverside to Fresno.
Yeah. No, I think I
Get
know
me
what
off
you're
of
talking
that
about.
fucking
I think it
How
was
fast
basically
do you need
supposed
to
to be LA to. It's supposed to be LA to San Francisco.
Well, I know that's what it was
Yeah.
supposed to be, but then it was like
Yeah.
as the plans kept they kept like being like, okay, well maybe we can't do that. They'd get like
Yeah.
more funding.
And
they
then-
couldn't do
they
that,
had
and
more
then
funding,
it
but then they would
became
shrink it.
and then they would shrink
Yeah.
it, and then they moved it. It was literally like up the Central Valley.
Yeah.
But yeah, my parent. Oh my god,
Yes.
my parents had a field day hating on the bullet train.
My dad and
Tell
his
my bring up
buddy-
the bullet train in front of my mom. Fucking
Yeah. Literally, my dad and his
Jerry Brown.
My dad, if my dad is Hank Hill, my dad and his Dale Gribble, they literally just sit on the porch. It's like, can you believe they approved another $50 billion for that? It's like, yeah.
And they are right.
Also, they're
right.
completely
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's like the biggest fucking joke.
Yeah. I've always said that I can't get to Riverside to Fresno fast enough.
They might end up building that just so that ICE can set up on both of the exits.
Have you guys ever taken?
Carnalgas is going so fast. Oh my god, we're already getting off. Oh fuck.
Have you guys ever taken high-speed rail?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, where even is one?
I took it from Paris to Barcelona.
Are they not in America?
It's fucking as far as I know, no.
Okay, well then I have.
You know I haven't been there.
I've only been to Mexico and the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really okay.
I've only been to
It's
Mexico.
so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah,
it
I believe
is fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever watch that movie? It was called Bullet Train, right, with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that movie was good. It looked really good in the trailers, and it was basically a Marvel movie.
I really liked that movie.
I thought it was bad.
I thought it was great.
Plus, you're a faggot.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm actually really cool. So
I didn't
take
like
that, pussy.
I didn't like that movie.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Sorry about calling you a faggot, man. No, that movie stunk though. Yeah.
To each his own. I thought Brad Pitt,
Look, man.
I thought my boy Brad Pitt did a pretty good job.
My fellow ectomorph, Brad Pitt.
Thought that guy
Shout
who
out to- shout out to
me
the
and
other
him could work
ectomorphs.
out and like trade tips
I gotta piss.
on how to like increase.
Hey, look. Hey,
on
dude.
how to get those round ball shoulders and still
Here's the thing, right?
maintain solid traps.
I don't like Bullet Train. Maybe one day, you like Bullet Train. You've liked Wasians. Now I'm starting to get into Wasians a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll like Bullet Train.
It comes.
The Wasian to Bullet Train pipeline.
You actually don't appreciate Japanese culture until you date a Mexican woman. Until you ingratiate yourself with Mexicans more, that's when you really start to understand the Japanese. And only a select few people listening can really understand that.
Yeah. Truman basically bombed the Japanese into becoming Mexican. That was that scene in Oppenheimer where they were like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Like, you're gonna turn them Mexican?
You sure you're gonna do this? Because
Their media is gonna become really popular with Mexicans. This is like, we gotta really think this through."
God damn it! Of course.
Los Alamos was getting ready to turn Japan into Mexico.
Yeah, they call that blowback. You bomb the Japanese, and then Mexicans really like them in
What?
70 years.
Luke's been completely off camera. Your head is completely off camera.
Oh, I'll sit up.
Scoot over. It's okay. It is what it is. Yeah. Okay, what time are we at here? We're at 51. I don't know what Pat's up to. Well, actually, I know exactly what he's up
He's
to.
just gonna
Stupid question.
It'd be funny if you just watched him get in his car. You just leaving.
Wait here.
for no
You can
reason.
move the camera if it's not.
I
Yeah.
honestly think it's kind of funny that it's in the position.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
That's better.
Cool. Pat's beer maxing. But yeah, any more thoughts on the mogging epidemic? I mean, it's
it
nice.
just is what it is. The science is out.
It's nice to see mogging hit the mainstream. It's good. It's good that people are becoming aware. I mean, I was even late to the game on mogging. I probably found out what it was like 5 years ago. You know?
And that's tough.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it goes, though.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. You got time mogged. You were probably 5 years late to the word
Yeah.
mog.
Oh, no.
Mogged.
Mogging has been around for, I would guess mogging's probably been around like 20 years.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old, yeah.
I
Incel,
got time mogged.
time mogged. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I mean, I guess if anyone's to listen at this point, should we plug the Costa Mesa La Cave show?
Yeah.
If you, any Orange County folks out there, we're doing a show at La Cave, Costa Mesa, March 26th,
Yes, March
Yes.
26th at, I believe, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. It'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Correct.
It's a great place, great spot.
Yeah, and we'll
Cool
probably
spot.
go to Goat
All
Hill
of
after.
us.
Oh, Goat Hill after. There we
Yeah.
go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And also, if you'd like to just see me and Jake, we'll be in Palm Springs, the Rock Gallery, February 26th.
Oh shit.
What's that?
That's right.
What show is that?
Rock Gallery? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who runs it?
I don't know.
We'll talk about it. I'll tell you after. We'll talk about who books it right now.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want any of the
well, I thought
listeners trying to get
I just
booked on the
assumed that
show.
if the two of you, I just assumed that if the two of you are on a show together, like we probably like know the guy who runs it or something.
I don't know. Luke set this one up.
Yeah,
I wasn't involved. Yeah.
Told me I could bring a buddy.
And Luke and I will also both be in San Luis Obispo this weekend at separate places.
Separate
though.
venues, but come hang out.
Yeah, come hang.
Go to Jake's show and then come to mine.
Go to Slow and then drive up to Paso Robles right after. Drive 45 minutes. But yeah. Anything? What else is going on? What's new?
I got nothing to add, and we are hitting a point where
Yeah.
I think it would be wise to maybe go do a quick shopping run for the barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can call it. Any shout outs before we dip?
Well, actually, I was going to say Happy President's Day, so shout out to
Washington.
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, all the other Aquarians,
Shout out the one you want to shout out.
and then of course Richard Nixon.
Yeah. Nixon Max.
Yeah, we Nixon Max on this podcast.
Big time.
Give
Yeah.
DT a little shout out.
I also shout out to Donald Trump,
Yeah.
the 45th and 47th
Zion
president, Zion Don, whatever you want to call him. the greatest American of the last 100 years, indisputably, whether you like him or not. Literally, like it's not. We can get into the weeds of good or bad, but this guy is the greatest American to ever live.
Shout out Louis J. Gomez.
Shout out Louis J.
Puerto
Gomez.
Rican rattlesnake.
Puerto Rican motherfucking rattlesnake. Yeah. Shout out Joe List.
Sorry, not the greatest American to ever live, but yeah.
Louis, come on the pod.
Yeah, come hang.
Louis, come hang, bro. We're gonna get Louis on the pod someday. I'm gonna put that. We can quote me on this. Someone in the leave a comment. Set a bookmark. Louis J. Gomez is gonna be on the Your Disposable podcast.
Yeah,
he'll be here.
He'll be here.
Yeah.
He'll be in this room.
And he will be.
He'll be right there.
He'll be right there.
And he will be the Trojan horse through which we get around to just saying the N-word like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And shout out Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, shout out Fuentes.
Shout out
Fuentes.
Wang half.
He's
a Wang half.
Yeah.
And fuck Wayne Grow from Heat.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that. Fuck Wayne Grow, dude.
Yeah.
Wayne Grow a bitch.
Shout out Jack Scotty.
Jack Scotty, he left.
He's coming back.
Should we just talk a little Scotty while we're here?
You guys can talk a little Scotty. I'm gonna get ready to go to the store to get like charcoal and shit.
All right, Pat's leaving.
It's President's Day, Here, I'm gonna say this before we before I leave.
Uh-huh.
If you don't have some kind of barbecue on a federal holiday weekend, a 3-day weekend, you're not you're not a patriot.
Talk to him.
And I really mean this. I think it doesn't matter whether you're just a lonely guy and you got no friends. If you don't light up the grill on a 3-day weekend, it doesn't matter if you have friends or not. You're not a patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you can take that to the bank.
Take that to your under your mattress, because if you're a true patriot, you don't trust a fucking bank.
If you're a true patriot, you're on the no-fly list. Wells Fargo doesn't want
nothing
to do with my cash. You're a domestic terrorist if you're a fucking true patriot.
All right,
you can go.
You guys can talk.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
I really thought that you were going to break the seal on the N-word somehow in the middle of that, but...
What are you doing?
The cord almost came out.
All right. Well, we're still at 56, so it's actually not even that long of an episode.
You want to talk Scotty for 4 minutes?
Let's talk a little Scotty, and we'll have him on to defend himself. But this guy's been crossing the line a little bit.
Racist, misogynist,
rapist. If you want to throw it out there.
Really hates women, sees them as objects.
He rapes and he hates women.
Sees them as objects for his pleasure. Never actually sees them as people.
No.
What else does he do? He wears those glasses. I know they're fake glasses.
He's a main maxer. Guy's got mains out the wazoo.
He's not a commitment maxer, but he loves a good main.
He loves a good main.
I personally would like to see him commit to one woman. I think that'd be nice. For the women, too, because he makes these women fall in love with him.
Yeah, he gives them that good and then he makes them fall in love.
He takes them out to nice dinners and stuff.
Yeah.
He basically is like, oh, I'm your boyfriend. And then when they're like, are we actually going to be in a relationship? And he's like, no.
He goes, nah, player.
Yeah. And it's like, Jack, maybe that was cool for your friends when you were in your early 20s, but what are we doing now? You're 26, still acting like
27. Get around.
27.
Right?
Yeah, still acting like a fuck boy.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Luke and I, it's all about the woman's pleasure.
It really is all about the woman's pleasure.
Yeah, it is. And
but
that's a real man would say that.
Yeah. Jack is Mr. I like to take. I don't give anything.
Yeah. Take.
No give. Just receive.
Just receive.
Hey, you see a man like that, he receiving. Because he's probably gay, so he gets fucked in the ass.
Oh, he receiving. He over here like, I'm open. Am I the only one in frame right now?
You might be, yeah.
Am I frame mogging you? Is this just a podcast of me talking
Am I
to
in
a
frame,
guy off
Patrick?
screen? Give us a frame check.
Yeah, I adjusted it. We're all in frame.
Okay,
okay, cool.
All right. We should have the ASU frat leader on the pod. We could
we
probably
should.
get Clavicular on the pod. He seems to be
can't do
doing a
that,
press tour.
Yeah, we could probably get him.
Unless we'd have to accept getting mogged, but I mean,
that comes with it. Yeah, of course he's gonna mog us.
I mean, he's the number 2 ranked Chad right now.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna,
We're not even on the rank.
The Chad leaderboards. We're unranked.
We're
unranked on the Chad leaderboards.
I don't want to know my rank.
Over and others receiving votes because, shit.
But yeah, I guess we can wrap it up. Do we have any other shout outs to give?
Fuck. My phone's recording. There was a guy in the last pod who left a comment saying that he enjoyed the pod because it was just dudes talking shit. Did you see that?
No, but fuck yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to that guy. Hey, buddy, if you're still listening, leave a comment. We appreciate it.
Leave some more.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. It kind of went off the rails towards the end, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to a fan.
We just did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I think let's wrap it here. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week, playa.
Thanks, folks. God
you
bless.
know what it is. And go keep mogging.
Yeah.
Keep mogging, son.
Don't get mogged, though.
Do not get mogged.